So, you've probably heard about this idea of a company of one, right? A whole business run by just you, but with the power of what used to be a massive team. AI agents are making this possible, but they've also created a brand new headache. How in the world do you manage this new digital workforce? Well, today, we're diving into OpenClaw, which might just be the open source engine built to solve that exact problem.
And this quote right here, from the creator of a framework called Realm, it just hits the nail on the head. You can have a bunch of AI agents running around doing tasks, but if you don't have a system, you don't have a company. You have pure chaos. It's all this power without any control, and that is a recipe for getting completely overwhelmed.
So, here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with that core problem every AI-powered solopreneur is facing right now. Then, we'll look at a really cool way to design your AI team and introduce OpenClaw, the engine that makes it all work. We'll break down what it can do, the secret to making it super cost-effective, and how you can get started building your own little empire.
For anyone trying to build something on their own, AI agents have been a total game changer. I mean, they've just obliterated the old rules about what one person can do. But with all that incredible new power comes a totally new kind of chaos.
Think about it like this. Your old problem, your old bottleneck, was just time. The number of hours in a day. You could only do so much. Well, that limit, it's pretty much gone. The new bottleneck is your ability to organize, to direct, and to control your crew of AI agents. It's not about how much you can do anymore. It's about how well you can manage everything that's getting done.
So how do you solve this problem, this new problem of structure? Well, funny enough, the answer doesn't come from some boring business textbook. It comes from the world of role-playing games. There's this framework called Realm that basically says, think of your company like a game world. You're the player, making all the big strategic moves. And your AI agents, they're your characters. They're the crew you assemble, and each one has a specific job to do. It's such a smart way to bring some order to all that chaos.
And just changing the words you use makes a world of difference. Suddenly, you don't have a generic AI writer, you have a bard. Your research bot becomes a hunter. You've got your warrior to execute tasks, your mage to analyze data, and your cleric keeping the whole team in sync. By giving every agent a clear role, a purpose, you start to build that structure we've been talking about.
And that leads us to the million-dollar question. Having a framework, a blueprint, that's fantastic. It's essential even. But you still need something to bring those characters to life. You need an engine that lets them go out and actually do stuff.
And that engine is OpenClaw. If a framework like Realm is the rulebook for your game, then you could think of OpenClaw as the powerful game engine that actually builds the world, controls the characters, and makes all the action happen.
Okay, so what is OpenClaw really? It's basically the bridge connecting an AI's brain, the language model, to the actual world. It's like giving your AI agents a pair of digital hands and feet. It lets them browse the web, manage your files, and run tasks all outside of a simple chat box.
And here's why this is such a big deal, especially for solopreneurs. 1, it's open source, which means it's free. 2, it runs locally on your own computer, so you're in complete control. And 3, and this is huge, it's private by default. Your company's data, your secret plans, your whole operation, it belongs to you and only you.
So OpenClaw is what turns your AI characters from just passive chatbots into active, productive members of your team. Let's break down the superpowers it actually gives them.
First up, browser control. This is the superpower that fuels your hunter character. Imagine telling your hunter, hey, go research my top 5 competitors. OpenClaw lets it actually go to those websites, pull pricing info, find contact details, and then hand you a perfectly clean report, all by itself. Next is full system access. This is your warrior's domain. This means your agent can go into your computer, organize files, maybe convert a whole folder of images, or even run a script to process a bunch of data. You give the command and the warrior gets it done, right there on your machine. OpenClaw also gives your agents persistent memory. And this is so important for building a real team. It means your cleric actually remembers the priorities you set last week. Your bard starts to learn your brand's unique voice. They stop being just tools and start becoming genuine partners that evolve with you.
And here's the kicker that makes it all so easy. You don't have to learn some new, complicated software. Your entire AI crew just plugs right into the apps you already use every day, like Slack or WhatsApp or Telegram. You can manage your whole digital company from a chat window you already have open.
Now, this brings us to what might just be the most brilliant and powerful feature that OpenClaw unlocks, the ability to give each of your characters a different brain that's perfect for their job.
You know, it's so easy to think that you need the biggest, most powerful, most expensive AI model for everything. But that's like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. The real secret, both for getting high-quality results and for saving a ton of money, is matching the AI's strength to the character's role.
Take a look at this real-world example from Niflheim Records. Look how they've set it up. Their bard, who does creative writing, uses a really sophisticated model like Claude. But their warrior, who just needs to execute a ton of tasks quickly, uses a faster, cheaper model. And for some heavy-duty internal work, their mage runs on a local model, which costs them literally zero. It's so smart.
And the financial result of that strategy is just staggering. I mean, look at this chart. If they ran that whole team using one single premium model, it cost them about $175 a month. But by using OpenClaw to give each agent the right brain for the job, that cost plummets to just $25. That's the difference between a cool hobby and a sustainable business.
Okay, so let's put all the pieces back together. If you want to build a really effective company of one, you need more than just powerful AI tools. You need a complete system. You need both the structure and the engine.
It really comes down to this perfect combination. A framework like Realm gives you the blueprint. It answers the who does what question. But OpenClaw is the engine that gives you the power, the flexibility, and the financial control to actually go out and build it.
And ultimately, this just completely reframes what it means to be an entrepreneur, doesn't it? You're not just running a business anymore, you're designing a world. You are the player at the very center of it all. And when you have a clear structure and a powerful engine, the only limit is your own vision. So the real question is, what world are you going to build?